So UFC Fight Night St. Louis just took place, and this is my reaction to the card. So there were 12 fights on the entire card. That's including the main card and prelims with 5 finishes. So just quickly going through the prelims. So I had this on in the background when I was playing Overwatch. So to me, I thought JJ Aldrich had won this. Let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'm miles off, but I genuinely thought that she had won that fight. Uh, could be wrong. Jake Hadley loses. Uh, this fight right here between Trey Waters and Billy Ray Goff or Joff, I don't know. Billy Ray, we're gonna call him. I actually thought that was a great fight. It was a really good fight. Again, had it on the background while I was playing Overwatch. I kind of had my attention over the game, to be honest. It was a really good fight. Definitely deserved fight of the night, if I'm being honest. Terrence McKinney finished in the first round. This guy was a massive prospect. I don't know where it all went wrong for this guy, to be honest. I don't know where he goes from here, being finished in the first round. I don't know. Then we've got Chase Hooper. Now, Chase Hooper, this fight could have been stopped a little bit earlier, in my opinion. But anyway, Chase Hooper with another great performance. Is he on a 3-fight win streak? I don't know, I think. His last fight was against Levitt, I believe. He beat him as well. Anyway, he got on the mic and kind of suggested at a Paddy Pimblett fight. He's obviously never going to get the Paddy Pimblett fight right now. Chase Hooper's going to need to get at least 1 or 2 more wins. Even then, would they give him the Paddy Pimblett fight? He's not that big of a name. I'm not too sure. But great call out on behalf of Chase Hooper, and a great win for him as well. Now, this is what I want to spend a bit of time on. Cortez Acosta versus Robelis Despaigne. Now, I had made a TikTok on this the night of this event saying I predict a big upset. I predict that Cortez Acosta would beat Robelis Despaigne. Now, a lot of people were saying Robelis Despaigne is going to KO him very early. He's going to KO him in 50 seconds. Someone said he was going to KO him in 30 seconds. Just didn't happen. Now, Robelis Despaigne was obviously the biggest heavyweight prospect the UFC had. Obviously, he was like a master in Taekwondo. Came over, had a really impressive, not really impressive, but I mean, he starched his opponent at UFC 299, which is what he was meant to do. I think it was Josh Parisian he smoked in there. And it was kind of obvious what the UFC were trying to do here with Robelis Despaigne. They were trying to get him up to the top half of the UFC division as quick as possible. Because let's be honest, Despaigne is not young. This guy's 35 years of age. But my reason why I thought Cortez Acosta was going to beat him was just because he's beaten better opponents in MMA in general. He's got a lot more experience in there. Remember, Despaigne had never even been to the second round in his career before. Cortez Acosta had just went to a decision with Andrei Arlovski. Now, yes, that doesn't sound great, but again, a former heavyweight champion. And we know Cortez Acosta can go all 3 rounds. Now, the commentary between Michael Bisping and the other guy, I forget his name, for Robelis Despaigne was ridiculous. Especially in the first round when Cortez Acosta had taken him down and controlled him. Michael Bisping kept saying, well, if he doesn't try and finish him here now and empty the gas tank, Robelis Despaigne is going to be back on his feet in 90 minutes and he could end up KOing him. Yeah, what? Shut up. Just shut up. They were glazing Despaigne so hard last night. It was ridiculous. This fight was shit, though. This was dog shit. Robelis Despaigne, obviously, is he's got great kicks, obviously, from Taekwondo, but his hands are, non-existent. The guy doesn't really have great technique when it comes to throwing punches. Cortez Acosta is not a great grappler. Let's just get that clear. He is not a great grappler. His takedowns weren't great, really. Just Despaigne had 0 wrestling defense. But Cortez Acosta went in there, showed off a bit of his IQ, knew that he couldn't stay on the feet with Despaigne. I think he probably could have stayed on the feet with him, to be honest. But he done the right thing by going in there, taking it to the ground. Great win for him. I think he maybe deserves a shot at someone in the rankings. You can maybe give him Tai Tuivasa. I think Tai Tuivasa would maybe beat him, but give him a jump up in the rankings. Why not? Sean Woodson gets the win over Alex Caceres. That's going to get him in the rankings. Diego Ferreira, the beating that he put on Rebecca was grim. His eyes, yeah, grim. Great win for Ferreira, though. Alonso Menifield and Carlos Ulberg. Was it stopped early? I don't think so. I've seen people talking about that online anyway. Alonso Menifield, I have no idea what the guy's game plan was. Carlos Ulberg is now going to be in the rankings. I'm pretty sure he was set to fight Dominic Reyes, I believe. Don't do that because he's going to KO Dominic Reyes, and I would like to see Reyes make his way back. Alonzo Menifield, yeah, I don't know what his game plan was in there. He just got caught, really, just bomb rushing forward. Great win for Carlos Ulberg. And he won a performance of the night bonus. Not really much more to say about that. I'm trying to think of matchups he could have next. I don't know. I don't have the rankings up in front of me. But anyway, great win for Carlos Ulberg. Then we go to the co-main event. Joaquin Buckley versus Ruziboev. This fight was ass. I think Buckley fights funny. In my opinion, the way he moves, and yeah, I don't know, I just find it a bit funny, to be honest, but he got the job done. Ruziboev has who has worse takedown defense, Ruziboev or Robelis Despaigne? Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, Joaquin Buckley was able to drop him. Was it the third round? Second or third round, I'm not too sure, but Buckley was able to drop him in there with a nice combination and tried to finish it up on the ground. Just wasn't happening for him though. Great win for Joaquin Buckley. I seen PE call out Conor McGregor. You're never going to get that fight. But I'm pretty sure I seen him talk about Gilbert Burns. That could work. That could be a fight night main event maybe in front of a crowd. I'm not too sure. But anyway, good win for Joaquin Buckley. I'd like to see him fight Kevin Holland, who is booked for UFC 302. But Buckley is up there in the rankings now, and I don't think Kevin Holland is. So it wouldn't really make much sense for Buckley. Then into the main event, Derrick Lewis versus Rodrigo. Derrick Lewis strikes again. KO in the third round. Like, he's just a KO machine, Derrick Lewis. A good performance by him. I mean, this is like a stupid thing to say now, obviously, because it didn't go 5 rounds, but I hate when they book Derrick Lewis for 5-round fights. Thankfully, this didn't go 5 rounds, and he didn't just get out-grappled by Rodrigo. He starts the guy in the third round. Derrick Lewis, to me, looked very tired in the third round at stages, and then he would do, like, jump and switch kicks and all. I don't know what this guy's cardio is, but the guy can crack, and we've seen that. He put him away in the third round. What I would like to see next for Derrick Lewis is a matchup against Jairzinho Rosenstrike. I think that could be a fight night main event also, even though I don't want to see Derrick Lewis in 5-rounders. I feel like Derrick Lewis is only going to be in 5-rounders now, maybe. I think the UFC are going to keep him for headline and fight night cards because he has a bit of a big name. But yeah, I think Jairzinho would beat Derrick Lewis at this moment in time, but it would be a matchup I'd like to see, both KO artists. And it is a jump up in the rankings for Derrick Lewis. But yeah, overall, UFC Fight Night St. Louis, I thought it was a decent fight night card. On paper it looks ass. It doesn't look that bad. Next week's fight night card is ass. But yeah, it outdone what I thought it was going to do. Couple good finishes on there, couple good fights. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. See you in the next one.